Hey everybody, really hope you're doing well. Today I have a special treat for you guys. I have the honor to show you guys an incredible man who uses God energy, and just listen to it. It's a specific megahertz, and it's going to increase your healing and your capacity to understand your truths. So sit back and enjoy. Links will be in the description. Just know that this is higher dimensional music, and this is specifically for you. Enjoy, guys, and thank you so much, Maury. Wow, Maury, that was really good. And working with God, the synchronicities keep rolling in. That fit really well. I know a lot of people needed that. I'll have to get the lyrics from you. Again, thanks so much for sharing that with us, and I hope that you get 10 times more blessings back than the ones it bestows. Alright, so what I got here for this is, I think, Divine Feminine. It could also be Divine Masculine right now, since we always mirror each other in some way, deep way. But this made me think of facing your fears. Also cutting out not the bad parts of you, but the parts of you that you know you want to leave, cut out, and not
not F with anymore. I think the parts that you want to retire, Divine Feminine, this could be worry, this could be holding on too tight, this could be for Divine Masculine, focusing on what the world wanted you to do, like being the man, all this type of baggage that societal norms bring. But for feminine, this one was definitely facing your fears. Or it could be both ways, facing your fears, seen for both. And that not being a problem anymore. And for clarifying, we have the Maker 10. So this says kingdom prospers underneath. This is kind of like the angel and the devil on your shoulders, balancing them out. Giving your heart its wishes regardless of who's on the throne or who's trying to sit on the throne. You have the ability and capabilities to just take on that role, face your fears, and be the maker. Complete that cycle the way you want it. So this is where I feel Divine Feminine is at. Really coming into power and purpose. And the Divine Feminine purpose, we all know, is starting to you have a lot of the I wouldn't say financial responsibility on your shoulders, but the way I am mapping it out in my mind, it is probably going to be me. But things rapidly are changing, and I always thought it would be something in the future. And my life is starting to be more apparent that it's a blend of both. It might be almost a blend of, you'll have your kingdom Divine Feminine and he'll have his, and he won't until he's ready to be with you, but he'll have so much to bring in as well to make yours just as much or just that much better. So it's going to be like, his kingdom might be in his heart, so he might not have any set stuff. That's just my take on it, like what I've always seen. And you might have a set, like, compound, but he's going to bring in a lot more. So that's just my thing. I've always known I'm going to have a huge ranch, and I'm going to be able to have a cabin on it for every single person who I think deserves it and needs it. So that's just one thing. Of course, it would be my twin. Being one of them. Sorry for that tangent, but this is facing your fears, understanding it could, and this probably could be a message for a lot of you that never heard of that and are just thinking that since he's a man, he's going to have it all taken care of, which is probably why a lot of them feel that you feel that if you do Divine Feminine, and for those of you that do, and it causes separation because it's pressure. So facing your fears is to really flying off of the nest, Divine Feminine, and understanding it may all be up to you. And then whenever you have your set, he'll come in and you'll both enrich that. If this makes sense to anyone, let me know. But yeah, Maker 10, love that card. Images are pretty cool. I forgot what deck this is, but these are my favorite too. I can read so much into this. The rest are a little bit more for clarifying. So the next card, Divine Feminine, you have Daughter of Cups. This is in this transition, it's like facing your fears, and look at this image. It's just really letting your heart shine through, giving yourself what you want. But look, this is the Mother of Cups card, and this also was clarified by Death. So this is like giving yourself what your heart wants, but not giving in to what you can't do, like what you need. And what you need to do is respect yourself. And some of these things is to let some of these things end. Old wants, old guys you wanted even, that may be coming around in that Mercury retrograde that happened recently, and you just didn't want them. Or even you may have tried, but you just did not want to go through with it. And so that's awesome, because what your heart is wanting is starting to be in more accordance to what God is wanting, what your higher self is wanting, what would help the entire machine work in the form it was created to. The gift of creativity. You're able to share that and expand that because it's like that part in the world is breathing and expanding energy the way it should be. Make your princess. So look, make your princess and daughter of cups. To me, it makes sense. Face your fears, give yourself what you truly want, but what you truly need, and also cut out what you don't need. Your soul doesn't need to go through the past situations all over again. So open yourself up to new things by facing your fears, cutting out things about yourself that you don't want, that does not allow you to give yourself what you need in the form of what you need. Let go of the things that you need so new things can come. Joy. Make room for joy. Kingdom prospers. Kingdom prospers. See, that's another reason for me to think that just make your kingdom divine feminines and everything will sort itself out. Give yourself what you need, but also what you want, and allow that to be all aligning in higher ways. So it'll be different. Death is not always easy. Is a change. It's a lot of learning. It might be a lot of shadow work, but with that, you make exactly what you want, the way you want it, the way you need it, the way Lord needs it, Make sure you connect with your brother a lot. I feel like a lot of people are feeling lonely, and that helps. Connecting with Jesus really helps make it all come full circle. All right, so that's the cards I just pulled out for tonight or this morning. And let me see if I can find out where I left off before. Bless you. I have my kitties on the bed. All right, so we started off last time with letting our light shine through friendships, for example, and understanding those times when we hear our heart, know what others need. You don't need to be a Cancer or a Cancer moon or anything like that to realize that. I feel like we're all in that understanding empathic hemisphere now of our hearts, of our brains, of our quest. See, and it's chakra blue. Like we're all now feeling this urge to express these yearnings, like the Gatorade story from last time that I told you guys. Being those angels of miracles, following your heart, even if you're new, just following your heart, or if you've been doing this for a while in Wonderland, following the rabbit, following the energy. Bless you, buddy. Baby Crash. Okay. All right, he's good. Yeah. Or like if you've been here for a while, been awake, you're showing new people by not giving up on this quest, because we can't turn back. This is another way, like I can't see it the way I used to see it. It's just a part of me now. It hasn't even been 7 years to fully be a part of myself, but I think I was born this way. Oh, whoa. Hope I didn't just shuffle these. All right, I guess we had to. So, originality. Blaze your own trail. See? So it kind of fits with what I just said, that I've always been this way. We've always been this way. It's our original traits to be feeling the conviction of wanting to do good. And as twins, I'm starting to feel everyone's a twin. As long as you get up to that, everyone's meant to get up to that, possibly. Why wouldn't they, right? So, all right, we have, perfect, raise your standards. And even if we weren't all born that way, twins are here we're here to show them this way, right? Boom, perfect, right? Like I was saying, to open the hearts, to expect miracles. It says it right here. Raising other people's situations. 11:11. That's cool. Become legends. Learn from those who inspire you. Exactly what I was just saying, right? So I'm glad I shuffled them. And I'm glad I'm going over them. Yeah, see, choices. Make the best choices. This reminds me a lot of that card. Where is it? This one. The Gatorade story. Making the best choices. Acting on our inner conviction to be good, to be helpful, to be love. That's what it is. Good fortune. Invite magic in. This is like being your child you. That was the right you. Not that this is a wrong you, but you knew it was right all the time. Money. Find a way to abundance. And our inner children always know that. They can find a way to have fun. To make their movie fun. Even if it's just for the, like, direct vicinity. Like the small, closeness of making that movie awesome. Because as a kid, you're told that you could only probably do so much. But instead, so you go within with what you have and you create an entire worlds. At least for me, you know? So finding a way to abundance is with going within. And also the third energy, it's like a huge download I got was that the third energy is actually you. And I had that better. I'm just trying. I'm going to pray on that to get that back, that message completely. I'm just going to believe I already have it and try and like get that out to you guys. But yeah, it was the third energy. Going with the third energy is basically going in with you. With going in with God, but it's really going in inside. And another thing was that we need to also think of the times when our moms held us accountable for little things and go within that energy, like brushing your teeth or anything like writing the date on your papers or writing your middle name on school papers, you know, stuff like that. Go into that space and it's so going to kick in your inner child and your higher self, and also this matriarchal bond and understanding, and almost like it's like not, it doesn't need to be verbalized salute or nod, you know, like it's just a respect that needs to come back from the matriarch. And of course, if Divine Feminine watching, you want to be in that headspace, be in that heart space, I mean, you know. All right, celebration, that's what I mean. Celebrate that, honor that, those feelings of being that. Let go and have fun as well. Vacation, we have time. Take time for relaxation and adventure. Cheer up, live in the moment. Children are involved with this. See, this is your inner child card, I think. It's going to help clear up things that bother you, that keep your eyebrows furrowed, and not feeling like your heart is light in this journey, because it should feel like a vacation. I'm thinking eventually it should feel like lighter. It should feel like you should be thankful eventually and feel lucky to be on this journey. I've come a lot of ways, and it takes a lot of inner shadow work and reflection and going through moments in your entire quest and taking out the yin, the yang out of all this and trying to flip the script and to make it positive, because you can't have it end negative. It's your movie, it's your soul, so you have the power to do that. That reminds me, having full faith in the moment. For example, I picked up a 4-leaf clover in Six Flags in a restricted zone on my birthday. The boyfriend I was with, which is my son's father, back, I think it was in 2008 this happened, but we didn't have a child back then. Anyway, he was rolling a blunt in the section where we shouldn't have been, roller coasters are flying everywhere. People screaming upside down, not too close to us, but nearby. We did some sneaking around to find that place. Anyway, we were there, and he was doing that, and I was about 18, and I decided to say, because I saw a patch of four-leaf clovers, I was hiding behind a tree, and I just saw them right there on the floor in front of me by my feet, and I say, "Oh, a four-leaf clover," and I don't even really look at them at all. I do not look at them. I just go in and pick one, and guess what it was? It's a four-leaf clover. I called it. What are the odds of finding one, first of all, and then calling it right before and not even having a second of doubt? That's what it is. Cheer up. Your inner childs are playful like that. They're happy, content with what is, with what be, the energies around that are, and the third energy present is always there because they seem to know. Your inner child knows. They can see that. And that's them as well as God. Does this make sense to anybody? Let me know. I'm going to speed up because I only have I've made it a little more than halfway through the time. And I want to be able to edit this awesome for you guys. So, memories. And this is, let me see. Still no nickname coming up. We're going to have to figure it out. So, but you're right. Snowflake is not a good nickname for a man. There's also, that reminded me of How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. That clip where she's like, she names the guy's package, Princess Sophia. She's like, "This Princess Sophia want to come out and play." It reminded me of it. That is funny. All right, but we have memories, cherish memories of loved ones, and we're just talking about all these memories. That's funny. So opportunity knocks, go for it. Interesting. I think this probably has to do with your visions. So I need a nickname. I'm not sure what we should. Phoenix. New beginnings. Bring your new life. Phoenix is a cool nickname. Getting better. Still in the animal kingdom, but we'll see. So it says go for it and begin your new life. A lot of us are feeling a huge sense of completion. Like we've leveled up and now we're getting bored. It's like graduating and not going to college straight after that summer. Like we're bored. Or it's more like graduating college and not getting a job right after. Just completely ready for this new life to begin and this opportunity. All right. So I think this is where a lot of us are at, and it's to come right before some cool stuff is about to happen, I think. So let's be thankful and let's bring in that energy just by being thankful for all that we have. All right. The power. Yeah, we're gaining the power in this situation, because I was also thinking, how mainstream readers are like, they sell it one way and they not force it down your throat, but like, if you have any other idea or truth, it's like, no, squash, how dare you, how could you, take her out of here, like burn her at the stake type of thing for saying such stuff. And this is not even talking bad about your masculine, this is just thinking out of the box, like of how many wonderlands could there be? Because I feel regular world is like a wonderland, and this is a wonderland in a wonderland, so it's going to be really complicated. And for example, I feel like there's different routes in Wonderland, like made by the bad, like that looks just like the right signs that say go this way, but they're flipped and stuff. So you have to be sure as to who what side you're on. Even as readers, like be careful, you could be I wouldn't say misleading, but limiting people. And that's even worse than misleading, because everyone has their own hearts and heads to guide them, and their higher selves. But a part of this is also letting people have a platform to speak that and explore those truths, versus just get force fed what other people who might have fallen off the right track feed them. Don't eat the bullshit. Look within. You have the power. Take back that power, because you don't want to be on the wrong track in Wonderland. That, it could have been spun out on purpose to mess you up by the bad. It's crazy, but it is a spiritual war for your power, for your understanding of your power even. All right? We have a few more to go still, so I'll try to speed it up. So animal bonds, stand up for all animals. Just a quick input is that a lot of us are going away from people and more towards adopting pets, and even being there for reptiles, because we're feeling a connection within everything, and in everything of itself, within itself, and it doesn't have to be a person anymore, because people are showing their true colors. See how it's split tracked? Could have been on the right caboose, but if you're distracted and you didn't notice it got you on the wrong thing, but you could be easily fooled and deceived. And of course, it makes sense with this world, this game of light. And you need to understand that light can be bended and portrayed in different ways. So you got to be careful and understand where you come from, who you are, and where you're going. And that's funny, because I have a tapestry in my room that is not this room, in another place I stay at, but it's a tapestry that says, if you don't know where you're going, then any road will take you there. And it's an Alice in Wonderland Cheshire Cat tapestry. It's kind of eerie and very twinny, but you got to see the yin yang in that. There's also a bad version of that, so you got to stay on your version, your heart's version. All right? Playfulness, because your heart has no fear at all. So just realizing this, don't take it as a fear-mongering thing. Take it as oh yeah, good heads up, keeping the playfulness and keeping the cheer up, okay? Just don't be fooled, basically, all I'm saying. Because it's possible. We can't forget that that's possible. And basically what I'm saying is we can't forget that everything is possible. Any route on this twin flame journey, it's all different, like snowflakes. All right? Dragonfly. Live life to the fullest. And I heard once that if you find or catch a dragonfly or dead, it's good luck. And that also happened once in 8th grade. I was walking home and I just walked up to a dragonfly that died peacefully on the sidewalk. Interesting, right? God, so many memories. This is reminding me of a story of not helping a butterfly out of a cocoon when it's not ready, even though it's trying, because it needs to be strong enough. It needs to have had that little workout to push through that thing to make it on the outside, because if it didn't and you helped it, it could be too weak to survive. Right? Really twinny, food for thought type of stuff. All right? We have new love, friendship, abundance, everybody, harmony. Everyone should really not feel like woe is me anymore, because not just in my situation, but this is for everyone watching. You gotta understand your friendships come from also your animals. You have love coming in from you everywhere. See, abundance, see, and harmony, and you giving and receiving that love with these animals are only nurturing these bonds, making you not so feeling alone, feeling like things aren't working for you. And these bonds also make energy flow through the world. That's love, making other people understand that it's working. They could feel like they're in the dark, but it brings in light. It brings in wanting to be a good guy, a good person, the good guy instead of a bad guy. Working through your troubles. The lovers. Working through your troubles, making friendships, making bonds that last. I think that's a major energy now. Everyone's more wanting things that last. No more of this sneaky behavior. Look at that fox has a knife under him. A sword right under him. All right, harmony, and no more staying within. We want to share that light out. See, no more retreating And if we are, this is away from things that are bad influences or bad beliefs, bad ideals, bad romances. All right, having faith that this type of relationship, look at their faces, does exist for us, exists for all of us, and our instincts can get us there. We just have to keep an open mind, follow through, and I think we've got through the whole reading. Yep, we had renewal and destiny being a major theme. Facing our fears again, of course. See, that's the way it started, and this is in this reading, and this is the way it started in the last reading. Really loving who we are, our ideas, our higher selves ideas, our inner child's ideas. Okay, making us dreamers that are able to complete these dreams because we see ourselves, our shadows, and love both. No matter how it is, see, love who you are. You are a divine and wonderful person deserving all of the wonderful things life has to offer. And again, it ties into the friendship thing. You have helped me understand that a lot just by the sheer, like, amount, not even, you know what I mean, but like just numbers don't lie. And like the numbers between us already has been, I've never felt that much love from a friend or a person like in that avenue. And I mean, although it could be seen as a dirty, low vibe thing, you know, donation money, but the donation, the heart behind it, it's just so. It's like I'm paying. I need to pay it forward, no matter what. Like, it really awakens you to, I guess, restoring your faith in my faith in humanity, and as well my own. It's incredible. Not just what money can buy, but like what friendship can do. Nurturing bonds can do, making dreams happen can do, making people see the beauty in them, even in their shadows, even in their ugliness. Yanging it out, you know? Getting out of desolation. See how all this red waxy thing melted, it seems? But like, you can remold that and build that into something. Okay, make even the darkest people can make really cool dark art, and it helps people that are really light, you know, and they don't know how to express some things. That's what I'm saying. The world is complicated. Things can't be that simple. So if you have a truth, explore it. Explore deep down in it and share it. And people that are in a platform that get these truths, because people tell me their truths too, and I'm so thankful, and I learned so much because it's true. It's almost like when I get my ding moments and I tell you guys, and you, I don't think it'll really be understood or heard that much, and you guys tell me, wow, that's exactly what I needed to hear, or we're spot on, you know. And that's everyone's light should shine, and I mean like light bulb when I said that, like ideas. Okay, so that could be another way of being the light in the world. Light bulbs. Okay, so yeah, see, High Priestess, you're knowing. Your light bulb could be so many different colors, so I don't want people, like other readers, to or people that go to readers to think like, no, I don't believe that, because my guru or my teacher or my mentor or reader will obviously discredit that because it's not along with their paths. It's your movie, you guys. Your movie. And thank you so much, T. Let's call you T because I like that name too. Or Tay, that's really cool too. To believe that it's everything that happens, we can call in, we can change, it's funny that it's our friendship reading and all this deeper going and deeper reading is talking about these things, making your movie, making your beliefs, taking your power back, and it's all here in the cards. So it's really cool that I went over these and then just toss them back in. To answer 3, we have, this was you. Really living life, making it yours, living life like it's golden. It's like a song I got stuck in my head now. Because we are the stars, and we're supposed to be living life like, with the song playing in our mind. Like, what song is that? I'll have to put this clip in now. Alright? It's because we have to have this light, being the sun and the star. Remember the flame and the fire, doing all that, being the makers. Because this is like the Beauty and the Beast love. You know, like, he can't really change the situation. It's something he has to deal with, the Beast. But both of them are in love in a way where this rose, you can't touch the love yet. It's very, very, wow, the Lover's card. It's very dark and romantic and deep and complicated and hard, but such a blessing. You have to yang it out and be thankful for being here, like a warrior. Be thankful you're here, because this is, as divine masculines watching, you guys are warrior princes. You've always been, always will be. There is no reality where you weren't in love and fighting for it, for what you love. And there is no reality where you won't get it, you know? It's just a matter of perception and making your movie. Give it yourself that. I guess this is what spiritual growth might be. Okay? Being aware of the illusion and not afraid to walk away from it. And even if that illusion is normal, eating the bullshit is normal. Eating the illusion is normal. When you want to just ride a dragon on out of here. Yeah, see, discovering your courage. That dragon is your courage. That flame, breathing, passionate force of nature, animal force is within you. It has your truths, and it has everything you need. Everything you need. You just gotta look within. 3313 on the clock. Express it. And to some, it may be hard. It may be as hard and uncomfortable as expressing sensuality, because you haven't been taught, or you haven't been allowed since you're a child to express these things. But you gotta learn. You gotta just try. At one point, you just gotta give up and give it all out instead of holding it all in. I remember I had like this around the beginning of my awakening. I don't know what was going on within, but it was enough for me to basically be in the headspace to close my eyes, clench my eyes so tight, and jump and land in a squat position to give as much force blow like into me, and I knew with my intention doing that. This is before I awoke, and this is like as I was awakening. My intention was to change my whole reality, and I think perspective or wise or something. But I knew as soon as I clenched my eyes and I would jump, and I would feel like when I landed in a squat, it would just jolt you so much that you that it would all be okay after that. And for some reason, I think it was just my magic. And so, like I said, some people they don't know how to use that because it feels awkward, and you know how sometimes it feels awkward to be sensual. But you gotta just familiarize yourself with your parts of yourself and be true. You know, seek clarity and being true to those epiphanies, those downloads. And even if you just got to speak it to yourself, make videos for yourself, you owe it to yourself, you know. And I feel like we all owe it to the selves and other selves in the self, the machine of humanity being a spirit. Battle of the Blues. Take 2 steps towards positive change. So see, like this will help if we all be flip up that like light bulb in our hearts, inside us, and let that share that. It'll help probably a huge amount of negativity lifted up, depression off the world and stuff like that. And so we can all reach our potential, because everybody wants to be the one that helps everyone. So it seems like there isn't going to be anyone that's a killer, you know, or a martyr. It's going to be all of us. It's the same thing. It's just so much love in a big ball of love. Is that the new world that we're going to, you think? Is this why we're feeling like this? Think big for your future. This is our potential. So, in our last card, surrender and release. Pretty self-explanatory. We are coming into somewhere where we're experiencing a break in the way we've seen the illusion. It's slipping, it's spilling. We're holding on to something that is eventually going to be worthless and rebuilt, it seems, remade, balanced out in truth. Okay, look at that. We know that. We know that it's aiming for that, and that's why we're so eager to be like a daughter to the right, to our dad, to the good, understanding, exercising that it's coming, and we know that. See, we're on point. We know that we're on point, that it's coming. Strength, wow. And in the last video, the lions, remember? You have to train with the strong to be strong. That's perfect. Look how beautiful. And then this one is also like the being part of like Slytherin or Gryffindor, like being part of your thing, being proud of it. It's so awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Leaving off with one more. Wow, it's the Tiki Room to Your Soul card. Like in Disney, that Tiki Room at Disneyland in Cali, there's a Tiki Room with a bunch of birds that sing, animatronic birds, and there's a huge, awesome world in there. But this is what the card where I like to pull up that memory, that childhood memory, because this is where Divine Masculine lets us in when he does. So flush out all the things, both of us as Divine Feminine Masculine, and we're all itself, like they're Divine Feminine too, just as much now, and it's always fluid. Okay, now it's not so like set in 30% another, like it's not like that anymore. So it's all even, balanced out. Even the heart wants are balancing out with heaven wants, because I think we're getting ready to lift off. Love you guys. Hope you enjoyed this reading. Our angels want to leave you with if I can find these cards. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. Angels want to leave this way. Separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Okay, guys, so this is just a huge reminder that no matter how it's looking, no matter how it's feeling, you have a huge responsibility to yourself, to your own self, and no matter what it looks like, to where you belong, to your destiny. You can't just give up just because it doesn't look the way that you want it to right now. There's an understanding that you have, a world that you've created, a heart that you've created. So you need to give it time to expand into your material world and not give up on things, not to be so critical or so harsh, even with yourself. Don't lose faith. Just like when we pass over, we cannot let anything scare us. You cannot let anything fake you, trick you into thinking it has more power than you. Bingo, right? All right, guys. Again, one more, forgiving and learning. Don't forget, again, this is forgive yourself. If you think that the separation was because of you, it's more fluid than you think. It's more complicated than you think. And it's also more simple than you think. So just having some faith and focusing on yourself is going to help. So Divine Feminine, it could just be focusing on you, on what works for you. And Divine Masculine, it could be also focusing on what works, period, and what you think what works, and doing that regardless of what people say or anything like that. All right? Yeah, being that flame, that light in the dark. Incredible. I know there's a message on the tip of my tongue, so I'm going to pull a couple more and see if I can get that out. If not, then I hope you enjoyed this reading. All right. Still in the same theme of patience for your destiny, being the mystic, no matter how many people say your head's in the clouds. I don't care, because it's your movie. And being cautious of the illusion, always seeking clarity, and it is within. Okay, it's always within. It's your truth, right? It is our time to spread our wings and decide how you want to make this divine feminine. They're working at it to get at you, so regardless of the way it looks through time, just work at that with the knowing that they will build your life. I wouldn't say hold your breath, because it's not that energy that you want. That's focusing on what you don't have. It's more like you gotta nail it just right. You gotta know you're gonna have it. You gotta believe you, and it's something you can't force yourself. You're gonna have to have a little more journey part. Could be on the wrong side of Wonderland, on the fake part, like fake Disneyland. But hey, you have to learn that for yourself. You're gonna get right back up, right, and spread your wings and fly. It's moderation too. Sometimes you can dip your foot in the Wonderland and come back out in and out, but your heart is changed, is upgraded. And that's like the part of the self-discipline that eventually you'll find yourself not wanting to mingle with anything else that you see as not in alignment with this, because we're not normal, all right? And just remember, compassion. A key to beautiful eyes is to looking at the beauty in everybody. Beautiful lips is speaking beautiful things about people, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. Right? And one more from our numbers deck. For Divine Feminine. Or well, for both of us. Abundance and intuition. So we are both in abundance of understanding of what's going on. And so that's why ties in everything. Look within. All right, guys? Wow, this is almost an hour reading. I'm sorry it's taking so long. All right? So take your responsibility. Make your responsibilities, okay? Make your movie. And thanks, T, for teaching me that. Love you.